Pakistan Army initiated unprovoked firing on Indian Army post in Rajouri sector as well. This happened at 7:30 a.m. this morning, where the Indian Army retaliated with full force and with full effectiveness. And in the exchange of fire, Naik Muddasar Ahmed was grievously injured when the mortar shells landed on his bunker. He was evacuated, but then later, unfortunately, he succumbed to his injuries. Pradeep is still with us on that front. Pradeep, massive provocation by Pakistan that continues. Give us more updates as far as we know that unfortunately we've lost one of our brave jawans.
Yes, this is really very unfortunate. One of our brave soldier here in this Rajouri sector. He has been identified as Muddasar Ahmed. He's a 37-year-old soldier who had been deployed in this area for quite some time. And today morning at about 7:30 a.m., Pakistan violated ceasefire. They started pounding heavy shells, and one of the shell exploded near his post, and he sustained splinter injuries. Before he could be evacuated to hospital, he succumbed to his injuries. During the last few days, we can see that 4 Indian soldiers have been martyred. 2 were martyred in the Kupwara sector, Keren area. Then 1 was martyred again in Balakot sector, and this time in Rajouri sector. That means that Pakistan is trying to escalate situation along the impact line of control. And what is really impact unfortunate is that on one hand they are trying to escalate situation, violate ceasefire. On the other hand, they request for the DGMO level talks and then try to blame India for that. So they try to play the victim card and try to project India as an aggressor. But if you look at the situation on the ground, they are not even sparing women and children. One 7-year-old girl died in the Balakot sector when today they started pounding shell targeting more than 12 villages in that particular area. And one woman also sustained the injury in the Majakot area. So that clearly indicates that Pakistan is trying to escalate situation, play victimhood card, project India as aggressor. The reason being that they are trying to in fact use this as a blackmailing tactics and also to internationalize the Kashmir issue. When I talk about the blackmailing tactics, because they're always trying to tell Americans that they will not be able to fight their war on the Durand line. So they will have, because already India is into the aggressive mode, so they will have to shift their troops to that side of the border. While else everybody understands their modus operandi is to basically infiltrate terrorists. They know that this is the time when they can push in more and more terrorists into this side of the border. They are trying to divert attention, and under the garb of the ceasefire violation and heavy shelling and by targeting of civilians, they are trying to push in terrorists. Their input at about 350 terrorists. After completing their arms training, they are waiting at several launch pads looking for an opportune moment to sneak into this side of the border. And covered Pakistan Army, in fact, is not even sparing the civilians. They are targeting civilian areas. More than 12 villages in Poonch and Rajouri sector had been targeted since morning. There have been 2 ceasefire violations during the last 6 hours. One was in the Balakot section, another was in the Majakot sector of Rajouri. So the shelling from both the sides is continuing. Indian troops too are retaliating and giving them a befitting response and using equal caliber weaponry to target Pakistan border outposts so that they can silence their guns. Right now, there's a lot of tension in that area. Indian troops are on high alert. They very well understand that behind this shelling, there is only one motive of Pakistan, that is to push in terrorists. Besides, in fact, trying to score a point at the diplomatic level that India is trying to play aggressive. That is what they try to project during the DGMO level talks also.